Hi, and welcome to the Middle Room Workshop. This is a new series on tricks and solution. In this series, I'm going to show you tricks and solution about Windows operative system as well as the most common softwares out there like Excel, PowerPoint, in general the Office package, as well as Autocad, Inkscape, and many more. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can quickly and easily move through cells and ranges of cells in Excel. Without further ado, let's get into it. When it comes to Excel, one of the things that I found being the most time-consuming task is to move around cells in Excel. Now, this might not seem obvious at first glance, especially when you're working with small ranges of data like this one. But as your data grows, for example, here I got an inventory with thousands and thousands of rows of data, okay? Or, for example, here I have an engineering data set generated by a software which literally has the entire spreadsheet filled in with data. It becomes tedious to move around and to find what you're looking for. So in this video, I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to move around, to select cells and ranges of cells, and to improve your productivity. Now, before getting started, let me tell you some of the terminologies that will be helpful to understand what we are doing. So in Excel, the cell that is currently selected is regarded as active cell, and the range of cells is regarded as active range. Okay? Then a cell containing data of any type, it can be a string or text like this one, it can be number, it could be currency, is regarded as populated cell, while a cell that doesn't contain anything, even though it might be styled, it's actually non-populated or empty cells for simplicity. As I'm going to show you, you will see here on the bottom right corner, I've settled a small pop-up which is actually showing whatever I'm typing. Okay, so the most obvious way of moving around apart from the mouse, okay, it's to use your arrow keys. So right to go right, up to go up, down to go up, down, and so on. Okay. Another way to move around cells, and this might seem a little bit counterintuitive, is to use the Enter key. You might be thinking now, but I'm using the Enter key only when I'm actually inputting data and then I'm going out of the cell, okay? But actually, this is a way of moving around, and I will show you how you can move in all the other directions. So you can use Tab to move to the right of the active cell, and then you can use a combination of Shift Enter and Shift Tab to do the opposite of that. So a Shift Enter will move you up, and a Shift Tab will move you to the left of the active cell. Okay. Another method to move directly to the cell that you want, if you know, for example, which is the cell. Let's say I want to go to this cell over here, which is the cell K8. Okay, so I will come over here to the name box, and I will type K8 and type Enter. And as you can see, this brought me straight to the cell where I wanted to go. Okay. Now let's see how we can select to the edges of the range. So this that you see over here, it's the populated region. Okay, so you can use a combination of Control and arrow key to move to the end of a range, of a populated range. So control right will move you to the right, control down will move you all the way down, control up will move you up, and so on. Now, what happens if I, for instance, repeat control right, then control right again? So as you can see, this jumped straight to the next populated cell. If I do that again, it will go straight to the next populated cell. So if I do that again, this will bring me all the way to the end of the spreadsheet, and that's because there was nothing else to select. So Excel's understand that I want to go all the way to the end. So let's go back. All right. Now, using a combination of Control, Shift, and arrow keys instead, you can select ranges of cells. So from the active cell, if I do Control, Shift, right, for example, now I'm going to the right. And now holding down Control and Shift, I can go down to extend my selection downwards, or up to extend my selection upward. Now, you might have noticed that when I went down, this doesn't bring me all the way to the bottom. And that's because Excel takes as a reference the first active cell. So because down to the first active cell we reached row 8, it will basically only take me to the row 8. But if, for instance, I would have been over here and I would have now repeat the same, Control Shift, for example, left, and now down, you can see that the selection has been extended all the way to the very last row of the populated range. Another way, if you want to select the entire populated range around your active cell, you can use a combination of Control, Shift, and star. This will basically select everything. Obviously, everything that is populated around your active cell. Now, because these two cells are actually apart, they are not going to be added to the selection. Okay. Then we also have a shortcut for selecting an entire column, and that's Control Spacebar, or an entire, let me select away, an entire row, Shift and Spacebar. Okay. While I'm selecting the entire row, if I now click Control Spacebar, you can see that the entire sheet is being selected, which is the equivalent of Control A and A again. Okay. So as you can see, Control A performs the exact same operation of Control Shift asterisk. However, if I'm outside from the populated range and I do Control A, this will actually select everything. Okay? Alright, let's now put into practice what we just learned. So let's give a little bit of styling to this spreadsheet. So let's first of all quickly move to the heading, which is my top row. So Control Up and then Control Left. Before selecting ranges of cells, it is good practice to move to one of the corner of the range that you want to select. Because if you are anywhere in between, and then you do, for instance, Control Shift left, right, and then you do left, that's not going to work. So if your intention is to select all across the populated range, that's not going to work. So for this reason, I suggest always to go all the way to the corner of whichever range. Okay, so now let's select the heading row. So Control Shift right. Okay, and let's make this bold and centered and centered. Okay, now without even deselecting it, I can click Control Shift down, and this will bring me down. If I want to also select these three cells over here, so I can click only Shift and down one more time, And now let's apply a border. Now let's give a different alignment to the data. So control left, control up, and then one control down. No, sorry, not control, but simply down to go down one time. Now control shift right and control shift down. Okay, and now let's apply a center vertical alignment and to the left. Okay, and that's how we quickly manage to do everything. Now I know that for this small spreadsheet you could quickly handle this with a mouse, but that wouldn't be the same thing for a spreadsheet with hundreds or even thousands of rows and columns. Okay, and that's how you go about it. Now I hope this will help you out improving your productivity and skills. If you found this helpful, click the thumb up button below. If you have any comment or if you have some request of some video that you would like me, something that you would like me to show you, leave it in the comment below. And if you like to see more video like this one, subscribe to my channel. Ciao for now.